this video we're learning how to scale your business, whether it's a coaching practice, whether it's an agency, whether it's any other businesses. And the reason why I'm sharing this video is because I started off at 50K per year. Now last year we did 150K per year. And just in this first quarter, we're already at 80K. So in 3 months. So if I just leave it at there and I just repeat, we would probably be getting 240K per year. But my goal this year is to scale to 600K per year. Okay, so it's really important when it comes to your coaching business or any other business, where are you going with your business? Because I don't think unless you do, you want to keep your coaching as it is right now. And if you are, I would suggest that you go out of this video because this video is not for you. But if you want to scale, this video is for you. And we're going to talk about some principles that I'm using for my own company and how to scale my company to 600K. So the first important thing that you have to talk about when it comes to scaling is what. So in my case, I'm scaling from where I'm at 150 to 600. So that's basically making 4x the amount of money that I made in 1 year. So I know what I want. And when you're trying to scale, you have to know specifically what you want. And you have to do a number assessment and actually understand the numbers behind it. This part is around the math that you have to be really, really precise on the numbers when it comes to the first stage. Because if you have a coaching practice that's doing 100K per month or 100K per year, you will have to do different methods and different ideas to move it to 1 million. Okay, it's probably going to be the change of service, probably going to be the change of approach and the type of offer that you're selling. Because if you're trying to sell, if you're making $100,000 but you're dividing it into coaching calls that charge $1,000 a month, you're going to have a lot of people and a lot of moving parts to actually get it. So first you have to understand what are you doing, where are you going. Okay, then we're going to talk about who, because it's really important that in order for you to actually scale, when you're scaling, it's not about you working more. This is a bad concept that you have, that many people have in their minds. Is rather than who's helping, rather than what do I have to do more to help to grow, is who do I need on my team to help me grow. So for example, right now I have, in my own case, I have 4 editors, 2 account managers, 2 virtual assistants, okay? And that took me from 50 to 150. And I'm paying a lot of money, and at the same time I'm able to handle more work coming in because I have a team that actually allows me to do it. Because if I was trying to edit more of the videos and trying to post on social media and trying to do all the little things, I would not be able to scale. I would only be able to hold max around 3 to 4 clients in total, just doing it by myself. But right now I have more people, so I can handle between 12 to 15 clients, right? And as I start growing and scaling more and more and more, I will have to hire even more people because those people are going to actually make me better, okay? And when we're analyzing who is the type of person that will allow you to grow, you have to understand what are the things that you're currently doing for your own self and for your own business that you would like to delegate, and design a method where they can do it not better than you, but at least 80% as well as you. Because what you want to do is you have to stop doing things that give you $10 of value and start doing things that give you $1,000 of value. So for example, I'm trying to set my team up so they can post social media posts for me and for all of my other clients instead of me going into their Instagram accounts and actually posting it. So because that's a lower level activity, I would rather focus on the higher level activity of strategic thinking, okay? So that's important when it comes to the who. So here is who is strategic that can help you grow. Maybe you're not so business savvy, so who will think about the business concepts for you? I'm right now consulting with a client that I'm pointing the strategy and I'm doing the steps it takes while he's executing the order because he by himself has not had the accountability to just do it by himself. So it's now better for him to have an accountable strategic partner in order for him to reach his scaling goal. Then it can be operations. When it comes to the operations, okay, who are the people that are pressing the buttons, making the posts, actually doing little things that are not coaching one-to-one, because you're not going to replace yourself as a coach one-to-one, specifically when you're just starting. However, you can take all of the admin work out of the picture by helping the operations, okay? That's the who. And when it comes to now the how, this is super, super important because and we're gonna go into process, systems, and reps. So in order for you to duplicate yourself, because at the same time, what I've done successfully with my team is I've successfully taught them enough so they can actually do the work for me in certain areas. So I was usually the only person that was editing the videos, making the post, creating the copy, creating the cover, doing everything for my client. Now I just do a few things, and I meet with my clients most of the time because I'm the one that's strategic, but I had to create process in place. So the first thing and the first tool, and this is something that I'm gonna put in the description, is you have to start recording everything that you're doing, documenting the process of what you're doing step by step, and actually narrating with your team. Because I now have this app called Fathom that appears on every single call that I have, and it allows us to build SOPs as soon as the meeting is over. So if every time I train something to my team member, I teach them how to do it, I'm recording how to do it, and I'm also sending it to my team, to a team member, to actually document the process and send it to the folder. So that is one thing. And that process, step by step, people can watch the video and learn how to actually do it step by step without me having to teach them and tell them how to do it every single time. And of course, you will have to have a system of feedback where when you're teaching them something, the first step, I would not recommend that you just send them and do the thing for you immediately, but I would actually tell you, okay, let's try the first time with me. Let's see a sample test. Let's do it. Okay, let's correct it. Let's reassess it. And then finally, once you are confident and they can do the system by itself, then you actually delegate it. Because many people, and this happens to me as well, is they tend to decide for others. So what would usually happen is, and this is a concept from the book Clockwork by Mike McCallowitz. This book allowed me to have 2-week vacation, so I would highly suggest that you do it. As a business owner, you almost never have vacation, but this book actually helped me do it. So when you are deciding for other people, you're telling them what to do. So a person would come in and say, okay, is this copy right? And I would fix it. Or is this design right? Or I would fix it. Or is this the best way to do it? And I would tell them what to do. Versus delegating is, okay, you are now in charge of doing this process. I'm not having even to look or review it. So you have to have a feedback process where they can self-assess and self-hold themselves accountable, so you don't have to intervene in the process. Because if you're fixing every single thing all the freaking time, you're not delegating. You're just choosing for them and they're making some of the actions, but you're doing the double work of actually supposedly doing for them. And that's amount of reps. So consistently, we are improving our systems and we're retraining our team members in specific part, because this is not a one thing and fix it. Right now in the current market, everything's dynamic. Every time we're learning new things, we're having to do more repetition, we're having to repeat ourselves, because that's part of the business. It's content creation, which we always have to come up with something new, but the same thing is always there. Right now, this video that you're watching, it's probably my 200 or 700 video. However, I'm still repeating and becoming better and better and better every single time that I repeat. So it's all about the reps. Now let's go into the when. When should you scale to higher numbers? Again, it goes back into your personal interest and your emotional nervous system capacity, because not anyone can pay $10,000 a month for their team members and be okay with it, if like letting go of $10,000 a month. But there's gonna be people that easily pay $1 million per month to their team members because they're comfortable with letting that go in order for them to create more stuff. So it's a nervous system capacity game. I would recommend that you try out Bridge if you want to expand your nervous system capacity. And when it will come down to how fast can you grow. So for example, this is going to be also depending on how many people are, how many leads are you getting, if you have a lead acquisition system that you can improve upon, or if this is something that you are just going to set in place. If you're just depending on referrals like we are at this point, yes, we can scale every time a new client comes, but we're not actively trying to get new clients every single day. We're just putting the seeds, doing the work, and then getting the referrals. So as soon as we start adding ads to this, lead magnets to this is going to start growing even faster. And I want to feel confident with my team that they can hold more pressure coming in every single time we are onboarding a new person. So it's understanding how fast can you actually grow, because suddenly you're coaching one client, but you suddenly start coaching 10 clients at that same time. I was just having a meeting with one of our clients that said, said that 2 coaching clients just came, 4 people just enrolled in their group coaching program, and they were feeling like, oh, this is so good, but this is a little overwhelming. It's important for you to really assess within yourself and be completely honest. Can you actually grow at this point, or you want to actually improve the systems that then will allow you to grow? So right now we're at a point where most of our clients are taken care of in terms of, we know their guidelines, we know how they work, we know when do they want the things to do. Everything is documented in such a way that it's easy for new members to take in place, and if the current team members have to evolve to higher positions, they can delegate to new clients. And yes, this is a constant process. Of course, I haven't done enough money yet to understand how to scale on a bigger level, but for coaches just starting out, going from 50 to 150, you will have to do some documenting, you will have to do some organization, and you will definitely need a team. If you actually want to grow from that, it's more specialized team, and you can work with us because we're working with the best coaches in the industry, ranging around $200,000 to $1 million per year. With that said, click the button below to apply if you're one of those coaches that wants to grow their social media and scale with us. If not, keep watching our videos. Thank you so much. Please share this video so other coaches can learn from this, and see you on the next one.